Good evening. And welcome to Canter with Katie. Okay, so I still haven't fixed the damn background. And I wish you could see it because I'm at a new place dog sitting and it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I'm going to look at my cool glasses. I'll show them to you again. They're also blue blockers. So I'm going to roll the intro and then we're going to talk about map porn. I know you're excited. Boom! Let's do this. Okay. Hello there. I don't know if you're like me, but I love maps. I've been thinking about this for a while now. And then I found something. By the way, espresso. They have one of those machines, and I'm drinking one because actually it's my third today. It's probably not good. But map porn. Okay, so it's not what you think, okay? So I took information from all these places, yada, yada, blue. What is map porn? Oh, and check out the specs. Are these not cool? My sister gave them to me. Have I ever worn these before? Anyway, love them. Okay, map porn refers to a term used online, particularly on Reddit, to describe visually appealing and interesting maps, often highlighting detailed topography, unique perspectives, or fascinating geographical data, essentially referring to the appreciation of well-designed and informative maps as a form of visual pleasure. It's not related to sexually explicit content, thank goodness. So the term's most commonly associated on Reddit, and it's the r/map porn, where users share and discuss visually captivating maps. Oops, I'm like running into my microphone. What constitutes map porn is often based on the visual quality, including color schemes. See what I did there? Detailed features and unique perspectives. I knew this would be you, Pam. I love this. Espresso is a nectar from the gods, right? Oh, I was going to change the banners to red, but that's okay. Yeah, and I looked it up. So I've been doing this, and I might talk about this the next week because I'm on day 2 of a 3-day sardine diet, and you're not supposed to have any carbs or whatever, but this doesn't have any carbs. It doesn't matter about the calories. It's delicious. So good. Pam, you should be here with me. I'm telling you. Okay, so visually appealing maps. Okay, it's not this. It's not about porn stars by state. That's kind of weird that they have that map, but this is also somebody who loves map porn. And it's not all map porn. I love maps, okay? I consider map porn a whole lot of things, and I'll talk to you about that. So it's visually appealing maps like this. This is, I don't even know what it is. I just put it in there. This is a map of Europe in 1200. So you'd be looking at that. And all the different colors. And this is kind of interesting to me because it's a magnetic ley lines in America. And this is Edgar Casey's map, yeah. It's the map used by the United States Navy. Pretty cool. And you can see the map in the background, obviously, that I did. But okay, so I took this from a guy, John Plunkett, and he put this on Reddit. So he has 23 of them, and I just kind of randomly picked just to show you. Kind of interesting. So fonts that countries use in their tourism board logos. So they put the logos on where all the countries are. And then this one, how to say the number 92 in European countries. So, like in Norway, like in those Scandinavian countries, 90 plus 2 or 2 plus 90, both are valid. It's 4 times 20 plus 2. I mean, like, is that times? Am I seeing that right? I would not be able to do that, but it's interesting nonetheless. So I thought this one was really interesting. And by the way, it's not all going to be maps like this, so just hang with me here. No hurricane has ever crossed the equator. That is really cool. I don't know who did that. Let me change this up while I guess it doesn't matter. Hang on. Okay. So the world's most violent cities. I put, uh-oh. Do you know why I put, uh-oh? See what it says there? New Orleans. That's how they say it. And that is close to where we are going to be for the World Championships next year. And some of us are going to go on down to New Orleans. I had a summer job, Pam says, where I worked on a topographic map for a hydro company. That is awesome. And Pam's in Canada, so they do a lot of hydro stuff there, everywhere. So how was that, Pam? Was it fun? I'm obsessed with maps. I should have worked for AAA. I think I've talked to you guys about some of this stuff before. Okay, so which country has the most attractive people according to Europe? So we're not even in there. Sorry to say, us Canadians and USA and Americans, I guess. Like we're all Americans. So Italy seems to be sweeping the board. Okay, I thought this one was cool too. A GPS map of a swimmer crossing the English Channel. What? The point furthest from any ocean on Earth. And so whoever did this, I happened to go there, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. So that to me is like really interesting, Okay, what's the most popular sport in each country? Look at football, most everywhere. American football, basketball. Okay, yeah. So ice hockey, obviously in Canada. So people just get really interested, and then they just make these cool maps. Okay, the Scottish Highlands, the Appalachians, or Appalachian. I think you say Appalachians, but it's I don't remember how you say it. And the Atlas are the same mountain range, once connected as the Central Pangean Mountains. I can't see. I have my readers on, but I can't see it. So isn't that cool? I guess you can't see where my cursor is either. So the red areas contain half the population of Australia. Look how there's very small areas, half the population. Okay, so this is one of the Super Bowls in Phoenix, Arizona. That's private jets departing Arizona after the Super Bowl. Although right now, I'd be a little wary taking a plane right now with all the plane crashes. I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay. One more, and then we have something else. Okay, so this is just a fun one that my friend Mona sent me. The effects of commonly used map projections on a human head. So if you use this type of map on a human head, the globular one would look like the top left, orthographic top right, stereographic bottom left, and then the Mercator bottom right, which I think is pretty funny. Now, I put this in here to remind me of map games, but don't worry, we'll be back. I want to show you some of these things because did you know this? Okay, so if you're a person that wants to learn more about geography, let's say, and you want to hone your skills, or maybe you don't remember everything, you don't know everything, and I really, really need to study this. So these are some really fun ways to do that. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ones. So let's see. Here's one that's top 10 Google Maps and map-based games of all time. So this is from, they do these updates. This one's from like 2015. So I'm like, okay, hang on one sec. Sorry. Okay. But this one would be, you guess the mileage from a place to a place. I'm not going to show you all of them, but one is a GeoPuzzle. It's a geography-based game where players solve puzzles by arranging fragmented maps or geographic images to form a complete picture, which is really cool. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Do you remember that? So players must travel the world to track down the elusive Carmen Sandiego and her henchmen, solving clues. Okay, so there's all kinds of cool map games you can play. Let me show you a different one that was really cool, I thought. I think it was, maybe I don't have it up. National Geographic, of course. This is cool. I did have another one where you could click on it. I guess I forgot to put that one up there. But how cool would that be? So it's got different ones where it tells you the state and then you have to find it. And there's also one where the states, it's got like the state shape and then you have to like put it with the right state. I mean, in the right place. So it's kind of cool. Okay. So now I'm going to show you the atlas. Who remembers atlases? So this is what I've talked about before, I believe, because I'm obsessed about this. I miss Oh, Pam says, sorry. Ooh, I wonder if the bottom right guy is single. That guy. I know, isn't that funny? That head is hilarious. Okay. So atlases. So I like they're big. You can still buy them. Like I looked it up and I'm like, can you still buy atlases? And I'm not cool enough to have done it ahead of time and to show you, but this is what they look like. So I looked on Amazon and they're about $25-$30. But you get I don't know if they're as big anymore. They might be the size of a notebook now. But if any of you used to use them, they were like really big. And I loved it because it had all of these things in it. So it would have like this, like America Eats, and like a list of what's in there, right? And then on there, I don't know what that says. Oh, like mountain retreats, like in a region. And then it has like this, like all these different places to eat. And then it lists all the places in order. And then it has your mileage chart. And that was the piece de resistance for me, because I would study that. And then I would like whatever travel I had to make. And then I would say, okay, from Menaki, Ontario to Winnipeg is how far? And then I would do from Winnipeg to Fargo, North Dakota. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you could go even further, like Chicago to San Diego. And then you would basically have that. But it depends on the route. So it'd have all these different lists of stuff. And so I would always map out like 3 different routes. And then I would choose. And then on top of that, this is before cell phones, people. So I would have a notebook and I would have whatever route I chose. I would write the things like the cities I'd go through and the highways. And then say I'm going through Kansas City, I'm going down Independence Avenue or whatever. And I'm like, okay, once I hit this street, 2 more streets, I take a right. And then you're like, once you get on the edge of town, it's 62 miles to the next town. And then you can take an alternate route or whatever. And so I would, maybe unsafely, I would have my notebook in my car and it would just safely get me everywhere. So I don't know how we got everywhere, because even if I know where I'm going now, I use my maps, my Google Maps in the car. I mean, everybody uses maps, right? And so this is what they look like. They were really big, and a whole state. One would be on the left side. Part of it would be on the left side and part of it would be on the right side. Okay. So, and then in the back, I had the index thing, of course. I think that's it for, and then it had the whole United States. And that was just so cool, right? And then who remembers gas station maps? Remember these? All right, so then I found a cool Pinterest thing. Let me share a screen. And I'm going to show you something funny. Okay, so these are some really old ones. I think these look pretty cool. Let's see, there it is. Hang on. Sorry. This is before my time too, of course, but how fun is this? So you can go on eBay. You can do like maybe not Etsy, eBay, and what's that other one? Everybody gets stuff on. I don't know, but you can order these. I sound really, really knowledgeable, don't I? I don't know. Whatever. Do I have the right? Okay, wait, hang on. Stop sharing. Okay, so then I have a treat for you. So if you've seen Tommy Boy, this is this is a clip from Tommy Boy. Oops, hang on a second here. Exit full screen. It's a clip from Tommy Boy that deals with maps. So see if you remember this. Get yourself a new map.
I'm gonna go ask directions to our next huge embarrassing failure. Hey, Chiefy, could you tell me how far it is to Davenport?
22 miles.
Okay, I can't find it on this map.
Well, get yourself a new map.
Well, it's got to be on the map. Davenport, I mean, because you say it's 22 miles away. And you're really smart, yet it's not on the map.
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
Well, I should hope so, because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
That's map of Illinois, which we're in, on the border of Iowa, which is where Davenport is, 22 miles away. You're in the wrong state. Get yourself a new map.
Oh. Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? I'm going to go ask.
If you haven't seen that movie, it's still a very, very good movie. I've got that's it for the slides. So I've got one more thing to show you because you can get a free map, and I bet you didn't know that. So Pam says, sorry, Pam, I was doing the other things. I was the official map folder and navigator on our family vacations. It's why I drink. Yeah, I mean, who else out there? So if you are a person who loves maps and or used maps all the time, put a map in the comments. I in Southern California back in the day used the Thomas Guide, and here in Phoenix, Arizona in the 90s we had that. And so it was like a really thick book, and you had to it was a weird way you had to flip through it. I mean, it was almost like you had to take a class in it in order to do it, but it was really, really fun. So I will go to Google Earth and I will search a place and I will find something. So before I went to Norway the first time, I used Google Earth and went there and then put the little person down and went and searched some of the areas, and you can get a really good idea of a place. As I was talking to Pam last night, even the Google searches, you'll have a picture of a place. And then if there's some kind of memory you'd like to keep, then take a picture or a screenshot of it or something, because they do update it. And that's the thing we kind of talked about too, because they have to. Because if you're using a picture from 20 years ago and somebody's trying to find directions and see what something looks like, then that wouldn't be a feasible thing to do, is to use something that's 20 years old, right? So here is a site where you can get, because I was like, do they even have paper maps anymore? Like, I don't think I've seen them in, oh, wait, hang on. I don't think that I've seen them in gas stations anymore. So here's a place to go. Hey, it's free.net, and you can get a free map wherever you want. Wait, is that? That's sharing really strange, but that's fine. Okay, so you can just go in here and then say all 50 states. If you, I don't know if you can get one for all of them, but you could try. So it says free this. So I live in Arizona, so free Arizona state map. Look at that. And then it's got a travel guide. So you put your name and address and everything in there, and it gives you this Arizona travel guide plus state map, Arizona travel guide plus state map, Arizona parks passport card. Now, the passport card you have to pay for, but so I haven't gone through and looked at it, but the free travel packet includes an Arizona official state travel guide and a full-sized Arizona state map. Well, I'm sure they don't mean full-size, like it wouldn't fit in your car. Ha ha. So how cool is that? So you guys, let me know if you use maps. Let me know if you love maps. I still love maps. I use my phone to Google stuff all the time. Even if, like, let's say I want to find Mexican food. I'll go to Google, I'll type in Mexican food, or even if I know the name of a place, like Filiberto's, let's say, I'll just type, or Walgreens. I'll type in Walgreens, but I won't click on one that has the address. I'll click on Walgreens, and then they'll all pop up, and then I find the one that I want to go to, and then you can get all the information that you need. So tonight, my friends, was all about map porn. It's not what you think. So you know what Sid Squatch says. Journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. He was a little bit better. This is my innovation. I stick him in a cup so he can stand up straight. And I love you. I'll see you next week, okay? Woot.